Well, good evening everybody. Here we are again, back in Sky Children of the Light, with Nimue. And I'm just making sure that everything's working. Which, in principle it is. This is weird. This is the reason I started early, so that I could have a look at... Oh, yeah, it's working. Right. Restream seems happy. Now, I did actually say that I was going to stream Aloft, I think. But then I realized that Days of Love started, and I wanted to get Nimue's response to that, which I'm sure should be interesting. And the reason I'm starting early is, well, one, I wanted to make sure that I had fixed the streaming problems I was experiencing yesterday. Two, well, frankly, I was getting bored. And three, nobody's watching anyway, or waiting for me, so I might as well just get on with it. And... oh, great. Oh, okay, that's better. The dailies post there has been twitchy lately. Now, let's have a wee look and see if we got anything interesting that might be available for preview. Not... oh, nah. What does that look like on her? I can't tell. No, that's really not her. Now, I do happen to know that there's some interesting hair. We have that one, which is kind of cute and is in the shop menu. Oh dear, that's not going to be... yeah, well, we'll see. It's not really her, though. And then there's that... might be worth getting. But we'll stick with this. That doesn't really look like her either. And this definitely isn't. Okay. And hopefully there's nothing that will dare to supplant her beloved horns. Doesn't look like it. Have a quick look, see if anything interesting is in the cape department. I happen to know there's this one. And actually I can see a lot of people really liking that, but that is in... that's in the shop, isn't it? Yeah. That's a nice cape, it has to be said. I can see some people liking it. Alright. I don't know if I'm actually going to be bothered to do a candle run today. Hi, Derek. I can't fly very long, very far. Not with only one wing. But you know, it's a different way to play. And with the little bit of gliding and judicious tactics, it's actually not bad. I mostly play her as if she was capeless and wingless, but because of course she started out wingless. And I deliberately got her a single wing to see if I could lose it. To which the answer is no. Oh, my screen just did something interesting. Yeah, it's a very pretty game. Huh. My right-hand monitor just went dark on me for about a second and then came back. I don't know whether that's a problem with the monitor. I hope not. I only got it a few months ago. Or maybe it's a problem with Linux. Not a problem. A twitchiness with Linux. Hello, where's the spirit for this? Shouldn't there be a spirit in the corner? Am I going to have to go back home? Oh, over there. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, let's go and see what this looks like. Ooh. Certainly a different look for Jellyfish Cove. Let's see what we've got. I actually don't really know what that means. We've got 2 weeks to figure that out. Oh, I suppose I'll have to find the bonus event tickets. Actually, I know where they are. I was here earlier with a friend, so it's not completely new. And there's the hare. $15 hearts for the headband. Well, she doesn't want it anyway. What the heck? 100 candles for that. What is that anyway? Oh, it's a prop. It's a prop. They're charging 100 candles for a prop. I've only got 115 now. What is that? I mean, where is it? I mean, that can't be worth the expenditure of 100 candles. I mean, that's it. For 100 candles. Now, I don't think Nimue is particularly happy with that. That is ludicrous. Alright, what we got? £18 for that cape. Now, I don't get to complain because I've spent money this month, but that does seem excessive for that cape. It really does. And £20 for a seesaw? Or a swing? Or a gondola? I'm sorry, but that is just plain daft. I do believe Nimue is going to stick with her Chinese-inspired pants and cloak that I can't remember how much cost when I got it for her, so I shouldn't really complain too much. What do we want here? Okay, the hare's worth having possibly. That isn't for Nimue. And, ooh, purple dye. Okay. Alright, well I can get the purple dye today. So all I've got to do is find the pink bows. Alright. Good grief. Now, me and a friend earlier were trying to figure out the dynamics of this, and I'm pretty certain she did. I'm not entirely certain that I did. She said it was something to do with one of the crystals, or a crystal. I think she said it was this. Huh. Well, I'm glad you think it does. Because I know she did the sort of butterfly summoning gesture that those of us who have been collecting dies are so familiar with. But how to get it? We did end up... It wasn't me that found it. It was my friend who did. And I never quite figured out what it was that happened. Yeah. I don't mind buying stuff sometimes. I suppose my big complaint tends to be when it's not something I want, then I get to complain about the price. So that makes me a hypocrite. This isn't helping. I know it's... It is definitely possible to get them. Oh, she's gonna have trouble getting up there like that person is. I might have to cheat and call in a friend like I did yesterday. Well, an alt account. All right. I can probably get up there with one flap. I just need to recharge. No, the people in shadows are actually players. They don't acquire solidity unless you light them up, and they want to be lit up. I'll show you. I'll show you how that works. There are a few areas where you where you can actually see people more or less as shadows. Oh, that's what that does. It summons in a couple of plushies. Yeah. Yeah, no, there's a couple of areas where you will see sort of ghost-like figures appear, and those are actually people, but they're not actually being rendered. There's a basic rule. The world of Sky is divided up into multiple servers. Whether real or virtual, I don't know. I would assume virtual. And each server can contain a maximum of 8 players that are actually rendered. There are a couple of places where you can get much more than that, but the players aren't actually rendered. If you do something like go to the Aurora concert, you can have thousands of people there, and few of them are actually rendered. Most of them are more like sort of ghost people. The Aurora concert was... when did they do that? They did it live a few years ago. And you can actually revisit the recording under the right circumstances. You generally need either to have the right accessory to get in, or a friend who does. And it's quite a good concert. Aurora's music isn't technically to my taste, but it's a pretty good concert. That's alright, that is actually supposed to happen. Useful for gliding long distances. Unless you're wingless. If you're wingless, you have the glide qualities of a brick. But with a cape, it's not too bad. Oh, that's interesting. What's shaking? Yeah, you'll see. I've got other accounts which have far more wings, and that works quite differently. Well, at least I can get some extra bonus dies now, but I should have how to get those extra 2. Ooh, I know what I'll do. I'll use the geyser and glide in with that. That will get me a lot of the way there. If anybody's seen me playing Aloft, the you look lost. Oh, that's kind of cute, actually. Alright, we'll use the geyser to try and go back over here. I wonder if I can make it all the way to the crystal. No, apparently not. That seems a little unfair, guys. Could you not have let me glide all that way? Oh, look. The extra light just sort of appeared, and I've no idea if I did anything or it just actually appeared. Okay. Alright. Guess I'll settle for what I can get. Ooh, what's that? Oh! Extra light. Okay, that would be very difficult for a wingless to get. Oh, it's interesting. It's the crystals spitting out crystals. Not sure if that's useful, but okay. Alright, so is this everything that there is? Alright, you want a hug. Okay, so with the tickets, if I come every so often, I can certainly get 35 in 2 weeks, 4 a day. Yeah, that's easily doable. Don't want that. Don't see the point of these two. I don't play music. I'm not. I'm undecided about that, and I don't have the hearts for it. That is ludicrous. And I think you can get purple dyes later in the Season of Radiance, which is what we're currently in. So 3 purple dye. That's not actually enough to dye an outfit or a cape, but I think it's enough to dye a mask, possibly. I know one of my alt accounts used 8 of these to turn her pants here completely white, but she still needs more for her mask to match. I think she needs 2. But those are the rarest and the hardest to get. Alright. What's that? Oh, somebody's dropped a plushie. Did they carry it all the way from over there? That is kind of funny. So, from what I gathered then, you sort of have to hang around until those other 2 sources of light show up, at which point you can get your second tickets. And I got everything else, so let's go home. That's it. To the days of love. Spend money. Oh, did I check? What's in the shop? Alright, that's for the season pass, which I never get. Alright, £7 for the hairstyle. Oh, that's a heck of a lot better deal than the other shop items. This is just... I don't see the point. What's the point of spending £20 on a seesaw? I mean, I think they're used in creating shared spaces. And this one actually allowed you to glitch on occasion. And what's that? I don't know what that does. Oh, I suppose you're not just getting the gondola, you're also getting 35 seasonal candles. I've already got 64. Which I don't know if I'm going to spend. We haven't unlocked the Season of Radiance enough yet. Well, that's it for the Days of Love. Thank you very much for watching. Nah, I'm kidding. No, I'm not going anywhere. Not just yet. What I will do is yes! Oh, the Respectful Pianist is going to be fun. Let's see if I can do that. That's odd. There should be a... Is there no... There's... If the quests are in the Golden Wasteland, there should be a sort of bonus... Well, not one of the seasonal candles should be up here, but it isn't. Alright. Not to worry. I know where they must be then. That always looks like it hurts. It's a good job you don't take fall damage in this game. Oh, there's 1, 2... someone's obviously been by here. I really don't think I want to do a full-blown candle run today. I think I'd rather mess around in the Golden Wasteland. I hope there isn't a candle up there. That would be difficult to get. Oh, wait a minute. That's 2 so far. Well, someone's obviously been through here, but I'm... when they say relive a spirit's memories in the Golden Wasteland, my go-to is usually the easiest one. Because if I remember correctly, yeah, Respectful Pianist is not what you would call easy. Where is... Where's the other candle? Tis a puzzlement. Not that it really matters. I find that during any given season, that you often... I always end up missing 1 or 2 of those candles sooner or later. So the spirit I normally go to in the Golden Wasteland when they say relive a spirit's memories is typically this one. And I can't remember what they call him. Fainting Warrior, I think. I'm trying to remember how hard the Respectful Pianist is, because I'm pretty certain I know where it is, and it's not a place I would... I'm pretty certain I've done it solo any number of times. It's not the Pleaful Parent. That one is just appalling. I mean, that is probably the single hardest spirit in the entire game. Strangely, if you are wingless, it's actually not that... Well, it is still difficult. And as usual, that illustrates the problem that Sky has with keyboards. It always takes... When it says F to activate, it always seems to take 2 key presses to do it. I thought it was a problem with my keyboard, but apparently not. Oh, I know. I just figured out where the other candle was. They've got 1, 2, 3 in a row there. What do you want to bet the other one is on the far side of this hill over there? Yeah, there it is. Okay. That makes me feel a little better. And as I'm sure people watching this after the stream, if anybody watches the archived stream, I'm sure they will realize but not everybody knows this, I suppose. Those seasonal candles, those yellow ones, they become regular candles at the end of the season. So it's very much worth collecting them, because 5 a day, and the season lasted 76 days. So you can easily end up, if you don't spend them, with 300 odd candles, even if you miss a few days, and even if all you do is just collect the seasonals. Right. Face the Dark Dragon, which basically means blow raspberries at him, insult him, and then run away. I don't think that's aimed at me, is it? No, it's not. Gonna have to wait for him to come back from slaughtering the poor manta. Poor manta. One of my favorite places, actually, if I have time to do this particular little trick, is in the Forgotten Ark. In the Forgotten Ark, if you turn round, you can see if you take the boat to the Forgotten Ark, get out the boat, turn around, there's mountains in the distance, and there's a dragon there, and that's actually kind of a fun place to get to and face the dark dragon. But this one's easier, so... I'm sorry, Mr. Dragon. I am using you for achievements. But this is where it starts to get a little bit more interesting. A little bit more. I was actually here yesterday to... do a Red Shard event. Again, with Nimue. So she got 2.5 Ascendant candles out of that. And I want 10 so I can get the height spells, because I'm still trying to figure out how tall I want her to be. Oh, hello. Assuming, of course, I don't have any. I don't think I do. No. Oh, he's going the right way. Yeah, you might want to get out the way. They don't like it if you jump on them. It does tend to be a bit amusing if you do that. And I think that's the... what are they calling it? The perturbed pianist? Respectful pianist. Okay. Not perturbed pianist. Although if I was a pianist here, I would definitely be perturbed. I think that's the one. Yep. Yes, it is. Ooh, this is going to be fun. Now the good news is I only have one wing, so I have almost nothing to lose. This person probably has a few more, but I have done this one solo before. Not this particular account, but I've done it solo before. I have done the Playful Parent solo, but with a wingless. It's much easier when you're wingless to do the Playful Parent. And it's also much easier when people aren't trying to help you. Oops. Sorry, my bad. Oh, I was focused on the lights. Oh, he's this one. Okay. I think you have to... I'm not sure if I can get this one, actually. Oh, well, no, actually what I have to do is be patient, because this person here... And so now we go up there. Yes, so we have to climb up. The good thing about getting high up is that the dragons don't bother you. Ah, no, 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 no. Oh, that was silly. Now I've got to figure out where I was going. Where was I going? Oh, I actually wanted the, where's the... I got lost. Oh, that's where I was headed. I need to get up there. Because now, I would kind of like the emote. How did he get up there? Oh, come on. I'm not here. You can't see me. Of course, if I had full flappies, I could just fly up, but I don't. And it was much easier to get up there when I was just following the spirit. The other person's probably wondering what happened to me, but I missed my jump. And blew that one, didn't I? Okay. Oh, there we go. That was the way up. A lot easier when you have more than one wing, or if you can parkour. If you are doing this, please don't pick up the dart plants. That'd be profoundly impolite. There we go. If anybody wants to do the playful parent, my advice to you is wait for someone else to do it and then sort of skip in at the end. It's not necessarily very nice, but it certainly beats losing wing after wing after wing, unless you have... Oh, I nearly had a heart attack. Don't even ask why. Right, so where am I going to go from here? Yeah, let's go and find some dyes. Pick up my candles. So, actually, excuse me. Yeah, the respectful pianist is actually relatively straightforward. Unless, I'm trying to remember where the camera is, unless you do what I did and flub the jump. But that is one a wingless can definitely do. Okie dokie then, where am I going to go? What time is it? Oh, you know what? If I head to this is candle run mode, because it is 25 to 7 Greenwich Mean Time. Grandma's is in progress. In 10 minutes, Grandma's... No, it's just started, actually. So that will last 10 minutes, and then you have 5 minutes to get to the turtle. But let's go. Hang on. Let us see how many dyes I've got. I definitely want white dye. This particular outfit with the dragon decorations there in white actually looks pretty good. Where's the pickup point? This is the irritating thing sometimes. You can do the butterfly pickup, but let's see if this works on its own. I haven't tried that. Oh, it does. Unfortunately, you can't choose just to pick up white dye. Oh. So sorry. My voice by the end of the day starts to thicken up. I'm going to try not to disrupt too many people by honking at them. I think that was, I've said it before yesterday, I think that was a mistake on a developer's part to make the pickups for dyes either the butterfly gesture, which is fine, or the deep honk. The problem is people use the deep honk to ask for help. And now, if you hear a deep honk, it's more likely to be somebody picking up dyes. Yeah, and you have to do this sometimes to kickstart it. Oh, well. Yeah, see, that's what you want. That little pickup symbol sometimes hard to find. Actually, do you know what? It might make a bit of a change to hunt dyes rather than candles. Maybe I'll just do that. I mean, I'll still get candles, but it's not like I have anything I want to... Yeah, here you see. Where's the pickup point? At which point it's just easier to honk. Although, that is of tactical benefit sometimes to get you into a position to fly and glide and to recharge. In case anybody's wondering, I have it on reasonable authority that the number of dies you can get per day at the moment are 4, 3, 4, 3, 1. This one is not available yet, so just so you know. And yes, I got the parasol. This is so useful for wingless or for one-wing players or limited wing players. And I've been waiting for a halfway decent umbrella in the game for about a year, and this was the first one that came along that I thought looked pretty good. Bring back my butterflies. It's everybody getting the butterflies except for me. Oh no, I did get them. I feel petulant and stabby. Unfortunately, you can't stab things in the game. Actually, most of the time that's a pretty good thing that we don't have that. But there is a reason she wears horns. Well, antlers, technically. Come here, Mr. Butterfly. Oh, and we've got the invisible light bug. Great. Is that... Oh, I was wondering where the light was. It's invisible because of the bug. So I just now have to go through every known location to get them. What did I say I wasn't doing? Oh, that's right, I said I wasn't doing a candle run. I'm not, I swear. This isn't a proper candle run. This is me just messing around with dyes. Yeah, there it is again. Your muscle memory gets thoroughly ingrained. Well, that's the whole point of muscle memory. It's a shame that they make you drop your umbrella when you're lighting... Well, when you're using a candle, really. I don't want to do the whole fancy jump thing. Well, I say it's not a fancy jump. It is for me. Yeah, we'll just go through, grab the dyes, and any light I happen to come across along the way. This reminds me of when I do wing runs. You say to yourself, I am just going to focus on the wing run, and you end up grabbing the light on the way. It takes me about 2 hours to do a full wing run, not counting the trials. And given that I will have just done an Eden run before that, it's a bit of an exhausting session. doing Eden and a wing run back to back. I normally reckon 3 hours. I mean, probably do it in a bit less, to be honest, but... There is actually a speedrun record for a wing run. I think it was something like an hour and a half. Or was it an hour and 15 minutes? It's pretty quick. I can only imagine they glitched. I haven't watched it. Maybe I ought to do a reaction video of somebody's world record setting wing run. Now I've got to watch my light levels here. Oh no, there's butterflies around. That's useful. Oh. Was none of those white? I've started calling them Audreys, and I'm going to have to stop making that joke. They kind of remind me of Audrey from The Little Shop of Horrors, which I have to say isn't one of my favourite movies, but it seems to be the kind of thing you almost inevitably watch at some point. Like E.T. My brother and I actually went to the movie theatre to watch E.T., and I have absolutely no idea why. I haven't watched it since, and I probably never will watch it again. I know it's a classic and all the rest, but yeah. No interest in seeing it again. Or Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I think I saw that in the movie theatres too. Oh. Yeah, you can hear the problem. There's that person honking away in the background, and I'm moderately certain they're not asking for help. So that dynamic has been kind of messed up. Ooh, I knew I missed something. Yeah, I think I'll go back to a loft tomorrow. Days of Joy is worth streaming, I suppose. Now, if you want more fun during a stream and really watching me sweat and get nervous, you should watch me doing The Long Dark. I am currently at, I think, 74 days surviving in the Long Dark, which for me is good. The Long Dark is definitely a challenge, even on the easier levels, and I'm playing on the second easiest level, because if you make a mistake, you can practically die at any time. And it's, I say it's permadeath. Yeah, it's supposed to be. I don't cheat that. You can. It gives you the option to continue the game. But I do not do that. Oh, where did these come from? Server merge? And I streamed The Long Dark at 9 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time. And I think most of the people who watch it are on the east coast of Canada or east coast of the United States. Possibly what I ought to do is start streaming The Long Dark at night here. See if I can pick up the British, my fellow countrymen. But I would have to start a new game because there's a few people who are kind of curious to see my progress. So I reserve the morning. Oh, that was almost a bit of a flub. But I'm actually making progress in The Long Dark. I'm not sure I'd say I'm learning anything, but I've never lasted this long before. My previous record, I think, was 20 days surviving in The Long Dark. And then more recently, I think it was sort of 10 days. And then this current run, I must be learning because I'm up to 70 odd. I'd like to get to at least 100 because then you get an achievement. Yeah, I can get those lights up there, but I'd have to go back and climb up. I can't fly straight up from here. Now, the irritating thing... Oh, actually, now that I said that, I do need to go to Grandma's to get the dyes there. So, I'm going to have to go back, regardless of what I just said. And this works with... Oh, hang on. There's a... Do I have the flappy enough to get up there? I'm not sure that I do. No, I don't. Alright. It doesn't really matter. But there is a patch of dye over there, so I'll go grab that. Is that low enough for me to use? Almost. Yeah, I do need to go to Grandma's for the dyes. This is a dye run, not a candle run. Good grief, have I been streaming for an hour already? Time flies when you're having fun. And trust me, if I didn't enjoy streaming, I wouldn't do it. Do you know what? I just forgot where I was going. This is known as constructive ineptitude. Right. To get to Grandma's from here, when you can't fly, or you can't fly very well, yeah, you basically go along here. Look for that tree. Is it that tree trunk? Yeah, this tree trunk. Go up to the root on the far left. Don't flap yet. You're going to need the flap. As I say, you can actually do this with a wingless, so you don't actually need to flap, but it does make it a lot easier for this last bit. And you simply scamper around here like a rat, and then you go around the side. Now, it's a lot easier with a cape, but you can do it, well, without the glide. You can scamper around there if you're wingless, so... Now, there's typically quite a bit of dye around here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Here we go. This is a region you don't necessarily, if you've got dyes up here, you don't necessarily want to do a honk because the butterflies will take you all the way up to the top there. It's not exactly a problem, but it does slow you down a wee bit. There are no dyes in Forest End, so I'm not going to go there. And as far as I can tell, there are no dyes in the treehouse. And this is the irritating bit. While I won't guarantee I've got every patch of dye available in the Hidden Forest right now, in order to get all of them, if you want to max out your dyes, you pretty much have to come back twice. And it's the same for the Daylight Prairie. And that's an awful lot of time. Right, I have been streaming for an hour, so I am going to take a quick break for the purposes of biology, and I will be back in typically 3 or 4 minutes, so I will see you then. Just realised I hadn't unmuted my microphone. Sorry about that. And it's in a slightly funny... Yeah, never mind. That works. Still, for all my mishaps, I remember one person doing a live stream. I didn't actually see the live stream, I saw the recording of it. And she decided it would be a fun idea to eat dry pasta. And she did it more than once until I think finally everybody complained enough that she said, okay, I won't do that again. I was one of the most irritating things I think I've seen someone do on a live stream. Was eating dry pasta. Don't do that. Think I saw a wee patch up here. I did not. It was my imagination. But there is some over there. I mean, really, all I want is white dye. But the only problem is I've got to go and get everything to get that. Let's have a little look-see what the situation is here and decide if I can be bothered. Oh, yep. One day I'm going to have to do a proper spirit run for Nimue. But to be honest with you, it's kind of relaxing not doing them until you absolutely have to. You can see the tactical benefit of what I was doing just there. I was able to use the butterflies to carry me from one place to the next. It should work again. Let's try this. Oh, no, it didn't carry me very high. Alright. It is definitely worth using that particular trick, it has to be said. certainly speeds things up a bit. Alright, let's have a quick look, see if we got anything left over here. Let's, oh yes, here we go. You know what? I'm getting a bit bored. I'm going to go to the Daylight Prairie. Actually, I don't think... when was the last time I was at the Daylight Prairie? I think it was before the Days of Love. So... I don't know if anything's changed here. I know it said that that particular crystal resonated with the something or other of the Daylight Prairie, so I haven't been since. Maybe it's nothing to do with the actual physical location. Have a quick look. Definitely go to Prairie Peaks. That is one. I must admit, that is one nice thing about collecting dies. Prairie Peaks is one of my favorite places, along with Sanctuary Islands and Crescent Oasis. I think those are my three favorites. The only problem with going to Prairie Peaks is that with only one flappy... Oh, I was out of range. With only one flappy, I can get in, but I can't get out. I have to go home first, and then return. Right, well, I was going to say, let's see what we've got here. I have a pretty good idea, actually. Just do a quick dash to the commoner places. Keep an eye open over there. There should be something over there. I think I remember somebody saying that you can sometimes get dyes over by the waterfall, but I don't think I've ever seen it. There is a location up there in one of the snowfields where you can get dyes as well, but I normally can't be bothered. Yep, this person is probably... Yeah, oh, look, there's a dye patch over there. It's a little bit further out than usual. And I hadn't seen it. I was about to turn away. So typically there should be at least one more somewhere. Ah, yeah, I think I can see it in the distance over there. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yes. Let's see if I can grab them both at once. Yep. Oh! I got a white. And I think that's pretty much it. I think there's sometimes some up here, but I'm not seeing anything just yet. Trying to remember how far up here I've been before and found dye, but no. Okay. And this is the minor problem. I can't get through the exit cliff over there, so I have to go home and come back. Actually, I'm now kind of curious, how many more dye patches have we got to go? I think... Well, that will certainly be one, so that's two. Okay, we might actually... That, I must admit, I'm kind of probably going to get, as long as it's not massively expensive in terms of Ascendant candles. It looks like a rather nice cape. Hang on, let's go double check it. I don't think Nimue will necessarily want it. She's got her style, and it's this Chinese style. No, it's not that one. It is this one. Actually, yeah, I think she'd get that. The only other outfit I've got is this one, which, honestly, I think she's too short to carry off. But don't tell her I said that. I don't think she'd necessarily appreciate it. Did I colour the cape as well, or did I leave that at default? Oh, I did colour it. Yeah, no. Go with the default. Right, let's scamper back like a stabbed rat and see how long I go before I decide I've really had enough. What time is it? It is nearly 20, well, approaching 7:20, so Yes, there's a very good chance I'll just get bored of the whole thing shortly. Actually, no, I've got... Sorry, I'm rambling to myself. I do that sometimes. And strangely enough, I actually do it more or less like this and out loud when nobody's around. Don't know what you're honking for over there. There's no dye here. Not in the butterfly fields, at any rate. All this just to get a little bit of white dye. And I need 3 more. Actually, I wouldn't mind turning the inner lining of that cape white. That will probably be 4 or 6. I speculated once about how do we get dye from butterflies? Do we shake it off, the powder off their wings, or do we squeeze them out like tubes of ink? Ooh, I think I just showed my age there. Who remembers using ink tubes in fountain pens? I remember that. Weren't allowed to use biros at school. We had to use basically wet ink pens, which meant fountain pens, which meant that as kids you ended up having ink over your fingers. And I remember, I think the first fountain pen I had to use was one of those where you had a reservoir in the fountain pen itself, and then you sucked up ink from a separate ink pot. And this is the 70s I was doing that. And the big change for me was when you could actually get separate ink cartridges and just plug that into your fountain pen, which reduced the mess somewhat, and it was certainly a heck of a lot easier. And it was approved, and it had to be approved by the school. And then, if I recall correctly, there was something. It wasn't a biro, but it was effectively a wet ink pen. I think their basic rule of thumb must be, if a cack-handed student can smear it with their fingers, then it's good. We'll count that as a proper pen. Oh, good grief! I haven't thought about that in a long time. I think I remember my mother saying, when she was at school, they actually had to use quill pens with the ink pot actually set into the desk. I think it was a quill, but they... And that would have been in the 40s, 50s, I think. Because I think I remember her telling me, or I don't remember whether she did it or somebody else did it, but it was considered amusing to dunk the pigtails of the girl sitting in front of somebody into the ink pot And if you've seen some old schools where they still have old desks, they've still got, or they did when, but I don't know, I mean, I remember seeing desks where the ink pot holder was still there. And that was for pens where you had to dip the ink, the pen in the ink on a regular basis. I'm trying to figure out your name. Briarlauf? Have I got that right? Hello, how are you doing? Hope your day is going well. Sorry I missed the message. My microphone is absolutely slap bang in front of the chat. I'm going to have to move the chat over there, I think. I think that would be a better move next time. I will try and remember. Yeah, microphone right in front of chat, not a great idea. Now that I think about it. So sorry I missed that. I wish they'd put timestamps on. Can you put timestamps on the chat messages? That way I can get some idea to what extent I grievously offended somebody by ignoring them. Not my intent. You know what? Give me a second here. This is actually, now that I think about it, this is actually starting to irritate me. So I am going to move chat to a more advantageous position so I have less reason to... Oh, that is so much better. Why did I not do that previously? Oh, now I can see. Why didn't I do that previously? That is so much easier. I mean, yeah, I've got to turn my head slightly further, but it's... avoids the whole microphone in the face problem. And actually I can do... Nah. What was I doing? Why? Oh, she accidentally followed the other player. And did I just miss somebody coming online? Yeah, that is better. Aha! I found a little patch of dye and it's all mine and you can't have it. Just kidding. Oh, come on. Bloomin' cheek. Now, I know I said this wasn't technically a candle run, but I do actually need... Well, no. The easiest way for me to get to the temple is go through the 8-person puzzle, because I don't like being picked up by those mantas. And I couldn't tell you why. Oh, that's because... Yes, I can. Because they always do it at irritating times. Which is really, really irritating. You know, if you light the white candles down here, there's always a manta that comes straight through that hill, and half the time, not half the time, sometimes it picks you up, and I don't want it to do that. Oh, come on, I honked at you. Yes, I did that at the beginning of this stream. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Is that Briar Luav? Yeah, I picked up tickets earlier and spent 10 of them on purple dye, and made some comments about the price of the in-app purchases for some of these things. And what was it, £20 for a seesaw? Jeez. And not that I have much use for props, to be honest, but that did seem a little excessive. And the cape for the season is £18. It's actually not bad a cape. I can easily see some people getting some use out of that, but you would need the right outfit to go with it. Listen, look at me, discussing style as though I know what I'm talking about. Yes, how was my pronunciation? Yeah, it can be. Tell you what, though, if you want hard to pronounce, I used to do a channel called Forgotten Aviation, and I can give a pretty good shot German and French pronunciation, because I do kind of speak a bit of French and a little German, but hearing me massacre Japanese was just terrible. Or Serbian. And depending on the circumstances, some German names. I once remember having to re-record one segment because I kept getting the name Schlichting wrong. I'm trying to remember who he was. I think he was one of the first German pilots to be shot down during World War One. But I can't remember his full name. So oh, come on, wake up. Well, I certainly hope you did say your name right. But yeah, no, the Days of Love looks pretty enough. The Days of Fortune I thought were better. The whole Chinese New Year. Days of Nature last year was actually kind of imaginative, I thought. Except for the... anybody who played Days of Nature last year, which was actually set in this area, will be familiar with the epilepsy bug, where the screen started to strobe in this area. And I'm not calling it the epilepsy bug as a joke. Some people... I don't know that anybody actually reported having an epileptic attack as a result of the bug, but apparently somebody's dog did. I don't think the frequency of the strobing was technically sufficient to trigger an epileptic seizure, but it was really off-putting. But Days of... Hang on. No, that wasn't Days of Nature. That was Days of Colour. I apologise. No, Days of Nature was the one where they had the Dark Dragon in the water. That was actually... I thought that was a pretty well thought out Days of. Yeah, I joined just in time for Season of the Nine-Coloured Deer, which, it has to be said, probably helped a lot to keep me in the game, because it was early on and it was interesting and very satisfying. Yes, the shrimp, the krill, the aquatic dark puppy, or whatever you want to call it. You should not be dropping like... Oh, I forgot to glide. Yeah. Okay. But that was funny. That was... And it was a well thought out Days of. Some of the seasons I've not been so keen on. This one is nice, if only because they've unlocked this dying capability, which I think is the most significant change I've seen in the game in the last year that I've been playing. Where am I headed? Oh, yes. Couldn't remember what I was doing there. I'm heading for the Sanctuary Island. Yeah, when the Season of the Nine-Coloured Deer came by, I had absolutely no idea really what I was doing. So I think I lost a lot of the benefit of it. But my first avatar still wears the princess robe from that, and has never found anything to replace it. But yeah, it was... I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. In fact, I had so little idea what I was doing that 2 days after I started playing, I ended up in Eden, doing an Eden run with a veteran player basically hand-holding my character all the way through. I had absolutely no idea what was going on. Which, as it turns out, was a good thing, because it was one of the better... It was probably the best gaming experience. The first Eden run was the best gaming experience, I think, of my life. All that gamut of self-sacrifice and emotions and resurrection, and yeah, the first time was quite something. Oh, I think I just messed that up. Oh no, I'm good. So I'm just after dyes here, and the odd candle, because of course I am. I'm sorry, I don't actually know what you're referring to. Oh, you have a bad back? Oh, I'm sorry, that's not a good thing. You used to be able to find dye in those islands over there, but just lately I haven't seen any. And I just missed that candle cake that I was heading for. Where are the candle cakes today? Oh, they're in the Vault of Knowledge. Huh. Well, there's normally dye around here, but seems to be a distinct paucity of dyes in here. Okay, I must be missing something, because I'm not entirely sure I understand. I thought you were saying your back was bad. You know, I think I'll go back to a loft tomorrow. Pretty good flying dynamic in that, and I am looking forward to seeing what happens when you sail an island, which apparently you can do. I'm looking forward to trying that out. I'm not sure in 2 hours I have tomorrow evening I'll be able to get that far, but it's... what on earth? Yeah, I only got a loft because the flying dynamic looked nice. Curiously, that's exactly the same reason I got Sky, because I saw an ad for it and I thought, ooh, they've got flying, followed by, oh, it looks like Journey, which I had played, and I didn't realise it was the same developer. I have live streamed Journey, actually. I've got it on it's on Steam. I also live streamed Flower. Flower was interesting. Journey is very good, of course. That was my second best gaming experience. Was the first time I played Journey. That was fantastic. Of course, it all depends on your personal interpretation. I don't think that game company has ever actually said if there is a correct interpretation for Journey. I think I just answered the question, what good is half a wing? It does actually help you climb difficult cliffs. Alright. Now, am I more or less done with dye packs here? Oh yes, that is so much easier to have now that I've moved chat. Hang on, I'm just thinking, why do I have... I can't remember why I moved everything around now. I used to have preview and chat on the screen over there, and then I moved it over here for what seemed to be a good reason at the time, and I can't remember why I did it. We'll have a quick check at the island, see if there's anything over there. Oh. Oh, I forgot to do my shameless plug and ask people to subscribe, but never mind. I actually kind of liked it when they stuck some of the dye plants over here. Gave you a reason to come out here. Oh, that's actually quite a nice view. I am going to screenshot that and try and remember to use it as... Oh! There's dye at the top there, and I'm not sure I can reach it. I'd have to... Let's try something. Let's try what happens if I go home, return. Do I end up on that island, or do I end up back here? So I can see butterflies. Pretty coloured butterflies at the top of the little mountain. Oh, and while I'm at it, I need to light people up, don't I? That would have been terribly rude if I'd forgotten to do this. And that's everybody. Right, let's see if this little glitchy thing works. No. Ooh, where did I end up? Yeah, I got no way of getting up there. Do I? No, I don't. Oh well. Actually, while I'm at it, let me just have a quick check of something. Oh, look at that! I have 74 subscribers. Thank you so much to whoever it was subscribed during this live stream. I really do appreciate it. Oh, no, not what I thought it was. Oh, how long have I been going? 115 minutes. Well, might as well go grab the candle cakes that I can easily reach. So I was just saying, oh, excuse me. I was just saying that somebody very kindly subscribed to the channel while I was streaming. I'm up to 74. Anybody want to try and go for 75? Oh, that reminds me, I still have the quests in there to do at some point. I don't think it really gains me anything to do it, does it? No, it gives me access to hearts. Not that I particularly need hearts at this point. Oh! I remember. I was just wondering why it was that I moved my screens around. So the content that I had on that screen is now over here, and vice versa. And the reason for putting chat over here is because when I look at chat, I talk more directly into the microphone, whereas if I go over here, I don't. So that's why I moved it. I knew there was a good reason. Method in my madness. Oh, someone's found that trick. No, that's not what I want, is it? Where is it? I don't want you. Go away. Stop that. Ah, it's probably this. No, it's you again. Where's the... There's a shared space here that will get you through. Oh well, we got 4 people. That works. And I'm coming up for 2 hours. And honestly, I'm tired. I'm getting hungry. I think I will bring this stream to a close. If anybody has watched to the end, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed my inane ramblings. My streaming schedule is typically 9 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time and 6 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. The evening is not set in stone, even though I've been doing it for over a week. But the morning pretty much is. So, I hope you all have a good day, and I will see you all next time.